Welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can plot sinusoid signals using Python. So as we all know, sinusoid signals are functions that periodically repeat themselves over a time. So if they are function, I have to define a function. Let me call the function as function. And sinusoid signals are expressed by their amplitude, by their frequency, by the phase, and the time that currently at. So I'm going to use the return statement to return a value that is a sine function, the trigonometric sine function multiplied by amplitude. Inside there I have to define the radian value times the frequency times the time and plus the phase. I have to import these two constants, the function and the constant, from maths module in Python. So sine and pi will be the constant value in the function. So after I've defined a function, I can call the function. So to call the function, let me define some variables as or values as frequency as 3, amplitude as 1, and the phase as 0. And the time, the current time, started from 0 second up to the duration. I call it that as SD for time duration, TD, for 3 seconds. Okay, and I have to define the time interval that time is incremented. So the time interval, which the time will be incremented by, I have to define at 1/60. Okay, it must be little. If it is little, we got a good quality signal. So that is depends on n, which is known as the sampling frequency, how many samples we take per second. So if we know that sampling frequency, we can define our time interval. So this n basically must be always greater than this frequency, alright? As this frequency increase, n must be increased. So after I define this all variable I need, I can call the function by using while statement. While t is less than the time duration, so I can call the function and get some value from that function. I have amplitude, I have frequency, I have the phase, I have the time. Now time is now 0, but for the second time, when I call the function, the time will be increased by this time interval seconds. So I have to store again these values on some specified location. Let me specify that location as an array in Python. So S is now array. So I will append every value on that array that I have got from the function. So after I collect the values, so for the purpose of plotting the graph, just using pyplot as a plot. So I'm going to use that S, the location. Just show me what kind of graph it look like. Okay, plot.just plot. Sorry, and let me say plt.show. Right, this is the scripts that look like. Here it is. Now we have 9 cycles. So these 9 cycles are per 3 seconds. So we have 3 hertz. Okay, if I change this 5 hertz and the time duration I want to measure for 1 second, I have to see 5 cycles in 1 second. This is 1 second. This is the number of sampling frequencies, or the number of samples in 1 second. Okay, so as I've told you that this must be greater than always must be greater than the frequency, I can use this kind of value. Then if I can change also the phase. So this if I change the phase to 90 degrees, this makes to a cosine function. So this is a cosine function for 5 hertz. So this is it, how to plot the sinusoid signals in Python. I hope this video is useful for you. Don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, see ya.